Hi piano families, today I'm going to show you how to use the Tonara app because this is how I'll be keeping track of what songs to practice, for your reminder videos, how long you should be practicing, and all my notes that in there. It's not very complicated, but it's always a good idea just to get a reminder video so you can reference back on this. So, you need to download the Tonara app, which is free, but it looks like this blue T right here. So yeah, I'm going to click it, and it's going to look like this. So all you have to do is click login. Each student has their own username or password. It is written down in your book, but if you're unsure, you could always message me what it is. So I'm going to log in as a random student. I'm not going to say the password. So each student has their own levels, and then you get a certain amount of points, and then you can earn coins. Eventually, when you get enough coins, you can buy stickers, frames, anything that it might be a good motivating tool for you. Some of my students really get motivated by the stickers. So it shows you're practicing, when your next lesson will be, your reward, which means what stickers you have when you first log in. The main important part is you want to click the book at the very bottom, and this shows you all the different practicing. So looks like you have to practice sight reading card level 1 A.1. You have to practice alphabet boogie in piano safari. Page 15, you have to practice Charlie Chipmunk on page 16 in your rep book. And then there's also play for fun. So let's pretend I wanted to practice. And I wanted to practice Charlie Chipmunk. It looks like I have to practice this 4 days a week. Try for 2 minutes a day. The more the better, but if you can do the minimum, that is good enough. So I'm going to click the song. And it looks like I have all these different links. And they are all YouTube videos, and they're just for your guidance. So like, I'll click one of them, the reminder video, in case I forgot how to play it. You click it.
I always wanted to be a real piano man.
No
so I downloaded this app called...
For Charlie Chipmunk, we
and
play
there's a
it
video
with
of Dr. Haig trying to teach us how to play Charlie Chipmunk, the first wrote song in our book. And then let's say, okay, I learned the video, so I'm going to open back. And another thing I would do is, a good video to watch is the performance video. We want to try to listen to our song 2 or 3 times before we start playing it, just so we have an idea what it's supposed to sound like at full speed. But let's say I'm going to practice this now. We click Start Practice, and you just start playing your song. Let's say I finished that song. We just click pause, and then you just click finish. That's all you have to do. And then every time you do practice, you get some points. And if you're curious how many points you have, or compared to the other students in the studio and how many points you have, you click view leaderboard. Then we have 2 options. Global leaderboard is all the points for students around the world, not just out of my students. And studio leaderboard is for everyone that are enrolled. Right now, we don't see that as much because it's summer break and not many people are taking lessons. But we do have some. So like, we got 1,000 points when we started, and then we had it like 13. We got some new points when we were practicing. So it looks like, oh, we're in 5th place. So if you are really competitive, you can practice more to beat the next student, which is Brecken. He has a few more points than you. But let's say we're done. Then you click close. So we practiced a little bit, and it practiced the bar full, so you can either practice more to finish the bar, or you could practice this later throughout the day to finish your daily requirements. Let's say you are done practicing and this bar is full. One of the circles will be filled to let you know you finished throughout the day. And then you just exit out and then you play on the next song. All of these are the same thing. You just click start practicing with that. The only one that does not have a reminder video is your sight reading card, because you just read it. And I only put it for a minute because they are not very long. Play for fun is you can play any song, and still get the point. So you could do, or play one of your old songs that you have learned, and etc. Let's say I did that. Oh, I got 22 more points for practicing. I don't want to see how many points the other has, so I'm just going to click close. Another good idea to practice with this is sometimes if you click a song, you'll see another recording, and then that will be like the teacher duet part. So you click the recording first, and then you click start practicing, and then you can play it with the song. And I will always leave a countdown on how to practice it, just in case you want to practice it with the duet, so when we get to our lesson, it won't be as scary. Okay, another cool thing that I have had students use in the past is the messaging portion. There are two different messaging. There's Lily, which is like tech support in case something weird happens, or you could message me. As you can see, it's right there. Sometimes students like to send me stickers. Just try not to be overloading and send me 2-minute stickers. But it is a good feature if you have a question. Like, which hand do I play with ocean animals? And then I could respond back, oh, this is a right hand song. Or, which hand do I play with tundra animals? Oh, that is a left-hand song. So that's just good support in case mom or dad since you're the parent, can't play and read music. It's good for me there to help you without waiting a whole week for a lesson. Other than that, that's pretty much the basics of it. And it'll show when you do practice, it said, oh, our average room practicing time is 17 seconds. Just because we only entered a few songs. And especially if you're a beginner, your practicing times are not going to be that long. When the music gets obviously harder, then we could add some length to it. So now let me log into another student. So you get to see what it looks like if I entered some lesson notes inside there. You can see the student practiced a lot more. See, now you can see is more points, and the more practicing gets bigger because they practiced more this week compared to our last lesson. So, other than that, it's fairly simple. Just remember, each kid gonna have their own login, so each kid is gonna need to log in and log out every time they do practice. They don't have a family account yet, but generally, when I create the account, it's just your first and last name for username, and then the password is piano. You can change it later on, but if everyone has the same password, all you have to do is change the first name usually, because usually kids have the same last name. If you have any questions, you can text me or email me, and I'll respond back to you shortly. Have fun practicing, and I will see you guys at your lesson.